I mean, to me, it's a team honor. It just shows what we did as an offense. I think that could have gone to Charles just as easily. And like Charles said after the game, you can't do any of that without the offensive line protected. So everybody as a unit did a great job, especially after that little bit of a slow start, to battle back and find a way to win.
From the second quarter on, how good were you feeling about your connections with your receivers?
Well, again, that was a really solid job by everybody all around, just battling through. I mean, that's the name of the game in football. It's not going to be perfect all the time. So how you're able to deal with those challenges, that adversity, is what good teams do. And we did a great job of it as an offense, and our defense really did a great job getting stops when they needed it as well.
Did it mean something extra to you to go back and win in Texas?
It was another game. It was fun to be back there, fun to play in front of some family and friends that I got to have come down and celebrate with after, which was a lot of fun. But that wasn't where my mindset was. It was about getting us to 2-0.
How much faith do you have in Charles Johnson?
Well, again, he's done a fantastic job since he's been here, about midway through camp, just kind of acclimating himself to the system. And he and I have a great rapport, but that's kind of the case with all of our receivers. I mean, they do a really nice job. Everybody works at it every day, and I think that's why we've been able to have a little bit of success.
For you personally, what does it mean to have permanent ownership of this offense?
I think it's still, for me, it's just taking it one day at a time. I don't try not to look at it that way, but again, I've kind of talked about before, being the quarterback kind of comes with being a leader, and this is the first time in a while where I've been able to take on that vocal aspect of it and really step up and be able to communicate with guys, and so that's been fun for me to take that role back on a little bit.
Being back home at Spectrum Stadium, what are you guys trying to do against Memphis?
Well, they obviously came off a tough loss, but man, they played well on defense. They do some really nice things. Did a great job creating pressure up front, created some turnovers, and on the back end, mixing up coverages a little bit, and so they'll be a challenge, and we're gonna have to be very sharp. Obviously on a short week, so it's going to be really important that we have 2 great days of practice.
I'm good, guys.
How's the spur of your offense after 2 weeks still evolving?
Yeah, absolutely. We're still getting better every day. I mean, I think we did some good things against Atlanta. San Antonio did a really nice job taking some things away, and we had to adjust, and we did some really good things in the second half there. So we're still getting better.
How do you look at these game reps as far as being able to advance yourself to get back?
To me, it's just about being the best quarterback I can be for this team, and that's a daily goal of mine, is to go out and improve myself and improve this team every single day. Whatever happens after April is something I can't control, and something I'm not really concerned with right now.
You guys have the ability to go down the field and put one in so quickly. Why is that? Why has that happened so quickly?
Well, it's about all 11 guys. I mean, being able to protect up front, give us time for our receivers to get downfield, and then our receivers do a great job running. They're savvy route runners. We've got speed. We've got guys that understand how to get open, and so they do a really nice job. And that's all 11 guys as a unit.
How unusual was that first quarter on Sunday? You only had the ball for less than 2 minutes. You're standing around waiting to get back in.
Yeah, that's tough to stay loose. I mean, it's just one of those things. And again, that's the way football works sometimes. Every single game is different. So you have to be able to adjust. You have to be able to adapt to whatever's happening within the flow of the game. And for whatever reason, they were doing a really nice job on 3rd down early on in the game, and we couldn't convert early on in the game. And so it put our defense in a tough spot. And fortunately, we were kind of able to battle back there.
Was there a change made somewhere around that quarter break?
I don't think it was any sort of change or an adjustment. It was just a matter of us actually bearing down and executing.
It was kind of odd that you got most of those your yardage in 3 quarters.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, gosh, we like you said, we had 6 snaps in the first quarter, whatever it was. So it was very much having to take advantage of our opportunities early. And then I think once we got back into the game, we felt like once we got to halftime, I don't think there was ever a doubt in anybody's mind. Not that there ever was. It was just a matter of getting our feet underneath us and executing.
Is this offense the perfect offense for a quarterback to have big games?
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's being able to throw it around has been great, and it's been a lot of fun so far, and we've still got a lot of room to improve.
Do you remember much about Mike Singletary as a player?
Little before my time, but I do, I do remember what a great player he was. I did have some NFL film stuff, I guess, growing up, where with him featured on it. So yeah, I remember a little bit of it, but I didn't actually get to watch him play. It'll be a very fun challenge for us this weekend.
Did your dad ever play against him?
Yeah, I believe he did.
He ever told you anything about him?
He did not. Well, not to throw Dad under the bus, but he was probably standing on the sideline, which
see it up close.
Yeah, absolutely. No story specifically, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure he probably watched some of those NFL films with us growing up. So yeah.
Do you get feedback from your dad?
Absolutely. Yeah. He was my first coach. Still my role model, and he's. I'm gonna go call him and tell him about practice after this. So yeah, absolutely.
First two games, offense maybe didn't get off to as fast a start as you'd hoped. Are you making any special adjustments this week to fix
No
that?
adjustments. It's just a matter of executing. I mean, like I said, there was no adjustment going into the second quarter. We just executed, and that's what we got to do. It's got to be from the jump this week, and we've got to continue to build and get better. And that's certainly one of the areas that we need to focus on and improve on.
Good.
Thanks, guys.